Hello, Governor. My light isn't on. Oops. Um. I did part of my assignment for assignment 3, but it's assignment 2. But assignment 2 is a peer feedback thing. It's a bit weird, but anyways, I went to Coleman's today, Cranberry Music. Pretty cool. Because I never usually go there just to buy something in particular. I mean, I've been there once to buy like some gifts here and there, but that's like not knowing what to buy. But today I went in exactly what I wanted to buy. I needed to get a strap, I needed to get strings, and I needed to get a pickle. So, starting with the strings. Because that's the last thing I grabbed out. Fuck me, it's been a while since I bought this. This is my OG one that I'm still using. I'm using these as last pair to change the strings on that guitar. It's been a while since I bought this now, has it? I must have bought it online. So then today I got the same pack, so I have 2 yeah, 1149s. So yeah, I don't know how well it would sound on this because it's 24 fret, and I don't really restring 24 frets a lot. I restring 22s, and so it's just a little bit, like maybe a centimeter, but then again, it's weird. And like, as much as I just moving it changes the pitch of the notes. So yeah, got that. I was gonna get another 10 pack, but then I realized like I only need 1 pair, so I'm just like, I will buy a 10 pack later on. So yeah. Then strings. I got a pair of 7-string power slinkies as opposed to the regular slinkies I bought before. So wait, I read somewhere that these are old, so Gojira. Ooh. Like, it's weird because the ones for 6-string that I have are 11s to 49s. However, these, the 10 ones are 10 to 46. But then my new one is 11 to 48. So I'm a little bit confused, like the different, like I don't know how much difference they make, but apparently like this is the go-to for drop tuning, apparently. Power, because there's super, regular, and power, and regular and power are the most commonly sold ones, apparently. Because I remember seeing YouTubers on it. Design Maiden. I also read Billie Eilish on this. I remember seeing, Jared Dines. Yeah, I remember seeing Jared Dines and Steve Terryberry. Where was Jared Dines? He was near Parkway. Damn, he's not on there anymore. Cool. I now have 2 packs. I don't know if I'm gonna keep. Maybe I'm gonna keep both. Who knows? But then we got this funky strap, which is going to go on this guitar here. It is a DiMaggio Steve Vai strap, so it's. I was gonna get a leather one, but apparently all those are like $200 and like get the. Oh shit. It's a fucking guitar strap, not a fucking I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty cool when I put this on. Probably set it up tomorrow. Because the issue with this strap on here is that it keeps on falling off. But on that guitar it never does, which is good. So I'll keep this strap on that guitar. My lock-in ones on my 7th string. And these here. So yeah. I'm gonna put it. Maybe I'm gonna put it on when I get to playing guitar in an era. So then, like the last thing that I bought for me was this pick stand, which I don't really know how to work properly. And this, it just fell out. This just fell out of it. Oh, that's how it does it. Slide holder glows in the dark. What the fuck? So hopefully this works well. Because I don't really know like how easy it is to pull it off and shit. Because like if it's easy, wouldn't the other ones fall off as well? Who knows? Oh, I'll figure it out. But yeah. It's like kind of a necessity if you play a more than one song set on stage. So you can have another pick in your pocket or whatever, but it's just ease of access. Like, oh shit, I need a new pick. Just pull one out right there. Bang, done. And like apparently big bands use like every single pick on their stand, and some picks are like for certain songs. Like if you see Metallica once, James Savage, he's got 4 normal picks and 2 like these Pick of Destiny looking things. I don't know if it's because he loses them or he drops them or he chucks them in the audience or they break. Because I've had a couple picks break on me before. But yeah, that's my last thing. So, I don't know when I'll probably set this up downstairs. It'd be weird to do it. But, our final thing. I don't really want to show it now, but I will. Because he's not going to see this. But I bought my bass player an effects pedal. I'm not gonna show it, but it's a similar one that I had before. Don't know if it's the exact same one, but yeah, I was gonna get a wah, but too expensive. So this is pretty decent, and this was the one that was on display, you know. So they just put it back in the box. Just fine. So, and he can probably use it on the night as well. That's the cool thing about it. Like, you can plug it in, dick around with it. Oh, shit. I'm just noticing on my guitar here that ends of my strings, I don't know if it's because of the light or not, but it's beginning to look red. I don't know if it's because of the color of my oh, some of it is rusty, so I'll probably need to restring. Yeah, I need to learn how to probably restring lock in things because I can go back to Coleman whenever this week, but I need to restring. Guaranteed that one. This is not really, but I still need to do that one. This one and the 7th string. 7th string looks alright, but you don't want to take any chances, you know? Like, the older the strings are, the most likely it is just going to break when you're live. And some strings are required to play. Like sure, I can get rid of the high E in some cases, but the low E, no. Half the riffs are on the low E and the low B. So hopefully I do. I mean, I'm comfortable with restringing guitars. It's just this fucking guitar. I despise restringing because it's not the way you normally do it. You poke it in, do the curve, then bang, bang, bang. This one is you have to put it into the hole, then do it, and like it's a weird fucking process. It's never fun. Like you have to clip it before you do it, otherwise you can't. Like I don't know if you can see it, but on the head, instead of like poking out, it goes into these little things, and you think it's cool when you look at it, but then when you do it yourself, this fucking sucks, you know? And like I hate restringing this guitar. It's so annoying. And it is the same strings I have on that guitar over there. Okay, the same gauge I bought today, but it's so annoying to I legit have to look up tutorials how to do it every time because I never do it correctly. And it always frustrates me. Anyways, last night we watched a movie that I legitimately never thought I'd ever watch. Like Cars 3, maybe one day, but this movie, never. And that movie is Planes, which is a spin-off from the Cars franchise. And to my knowledge, there's no characters whatsoever from the Cars universe in this universe. And what's funny about it is that, sure, Pixar is a Disney property, and then everything Pixar made is a Disney property. However, Pixar had no involvement in these franchise of movies, these two movies. They were shot back to back. Or at the same time, whatever, because the end credit said, Dusty will return in Fire and Rescue, which is the name of the next one, and Dusty's the main character. John Lasseter was a part of it, and apparently John Cryer was meant to be the voice actor, then during shooting he left, but he was still in the credits. I'm like, is that the John Cryer I think it is? Is that Lex Luthor? Is that Alan Harper? Yeah, it is. It is. If you go into the IMDb page and go down to like writer, you'll see additional story by John Cryer. I'm like, huh. Charlie Sheen and Lex Luthor's... Charlie Sheen's brother and Lex Luthor fucking wrote part of that. Crazy. Anyways, it's like it's fucking like the parent of a company like taking it's legitimately like if Disney were to release a superhero movie that is a Marvel character but not say Marvel at the beginning or say it's a Marvel character. Because it's not Pixar, you know? But, I don't know, like, maybe they didn't have the right... Maybe they had the rights to the IP of Cars, but not to the idea of Cars. Apparently they were going to do a boats thing, but nothing happened, but, and, like, unlike... Like, because in the first Cars, every single vehicle you see is either a car or a truck or a bus or land cars. You see the bugs here and there, but it's not really relevant in the tractors. That's the only similarity between this movie and the other ones. You see the tractors, but it's not the same ones. because the tractors are cows apparently. Um, but the only other vehicle you see in the first one is the Dinoco helicopter. And then in the second one, you see boats and planes and stuff. Third one, same thing. But in this one, like half the cast are cars, and the other half are planes. You know, like two of the big side characters, one a female and a male one, are the same type of car as Guido. And is Guido the blue one or the yellow one? I fucking know. And there's two planes as the leads. So the main character, his mentor, his car friend, and those two mini car things. But then every other plane. You have the Mexican plane, you have the Australian plane, who's voiced by fucking. You know, they just do an Australian accent because you know it's not a good one. She was voiced by Julia Dreyfus, which is the chick from Seinfeld. But apparently in IMDb it says she was. It's a Canadian plane, and I'm like, are you gaslighting me? But then if it turns out that in other regions it's based on a plane there, like it was a Brazilian plane in Brazil, it was a Russian plane in Russia or whatever. But then again, it doesn't say about an Australian plane in Australia, which doesn't make sense because her name's Rochelle in Australia, but then her name was changed in the other countries. So I'm like, did you just not typing Australia correctly? And for a second I thought Dusty's love interest was a Japanese plane. No, Indian plane. It's like, okay. But like it's not a groundbreaking story. It's about a crop duster plane going into the big leads to win a world race. Like the premise is not that interesting, but then again, half the movies you see that are Oscar worthy aren't like massive ideas. Like the speech is about someone going on stage and doing a speech. The entire premise is that, and that won like 5 Oscars. Maybe lying on that part. Maybe it's less than 5. I don't remember. Well, the King's Speech, something like that. I don't know. But then it's just like there's an antagonist and there's the love interest. Like it's the normal trope in a kids movie you would see, and there's like light-hearted adult jokes here and there. Like one of the ones that made me like laugh the hardest is because the Mexican plane has a crush on Rochelle, the Australian plane, yet she doesn't like him back at the beginning, but then he's talking to Dusty about it. Then the propellers were slowing down. Then as it slowed down and stopped, it like did a hard stop, and like did a doing noise. I'm like, please don't tell me that's like an allegory for him getting an erection. if it was or if it isn't, I don't care. It just made me laugh. But yeah, like it's like it shares some similarities between like Dusty, Lightning McQueen, Skipper, Doc Hudson. But then again, the difference is that Doc Hudson is a famous race car driver, but in this one, he's a phony, a big fat phony. He served only in one thing. But I still enjoyed it nevertheless. Fun movie. Apparently the sequel's better, but I still enjoyed this movie. I don't care if it was a bad movie per se. I still enjoyed it. It's a pretty cute movie, and I like if a kid likes the Cars movies, make him watch Planes. Like it's the same movie in a sense, same type of movie, same universe. Of course he'll like it. And like I remember back in the days when Vine was like just popping off, 2013. I sound like I'm so old, but then again, it is 9 years ago now. Oh, 10 years ago now. Fuck. What I think was 2022. I remember them saying Planes, and here and everywhere was talking about how they everyone was saying that they're making a Cars spin-off called Planes, and everyone just started laughing because like planes. Sure, like Cars isn't a major tip name, but you just did the same thing but with planes. What's next? Boats, helicopters, bikes. But yeah, I remember everyone talking about it, but not a lot of people were actually watched it from what I've seen. But then again, apparently it was meant to be a director DVD release movie or director streaming service or whatever back then. And apparently the Disney higher ups saw that it had a lot of potential, so they theatrically released it. And it got like from like a 50 million budget, it got like 250. And I was like, oh, pretty successful. It matched it and went even more. Because I don't know if I'm saying it right, but matching it when it goes to box office is like, if it's something that's the budget was 50 million, matching it and making it means the 50 million movie got 100 million. That's making it. Or matching it. Like, because if a $50 million movie gets $50 million, it made zero. It's zero money. You know, you're back to the beginning. You made no money. The only money you would get is from future, like, purchases of a movie. But then again, it's rare for a series of movies or whatever to be bought in stores, like, years and years and years and years after they were in their release. Like, the Cars movies, they've been in the stores for the past 20 odd years now, and same with like Kung Fu Panda and Toy Story and stuff. But the only way they can have a surge of more purchasings is if a new movie comes out, because people want to be like, oh shit, a new movie comes out and I haven't seen this movie yet, or I want to rewatch it but I don't have a streaming service, or I don't want to buy a streaming service. And back in the day when there weren't streaming service, I would either hire out or buy a DVD. And that's how a lot of these purchases of DVDs would do. Like, and even then, like, that's the reason why trilogies of movies exist, as in like 3 packs of movies, or 2 packs, or 4 packs, 5 packs. All the movies are there for you, you know? It's not forcing everyone to buy every individual movie like how some people want to. Like, I want to buy every individual MCU movie. I want to buy every individual movie of a franchise. But when the franchise is too big, like, comes to the point, like, no, I can't buy everyone. I can't buy every Bond. I can't buy every fucking, like, Mission Impossible, even though there's not even 10. I can't buy every, fucking... Planet of the Apes movies. You know, I'm not gonna buy the OG ones, but I'm gonna buy the new ones that I still need to buy. Yeah, Planes is a decent story. Not as memorable as the first Cars movie is, but it's nice enough. But I would like to see, because in this movie it's about plane racing and the other one's about car racing, but I would like to see some like intertwine between the 2 series of movies, like having Lightning McQueen meet up with Dusty or whatever, like in a potential Planes 3 or a Cars 4 or whatever. Like, there was a Cars series, so I mean, the thing is, Air Mater is the thing that like was a backdoor for the movie to be made. Well, honestly, I thought that Mater would show up as a plane, but he didn't. Oh shit, my guitar is a scratch already. That's fine. It's weird how to know this is a paint job and not a cut of the wood. Anyways, Planes, fun movie, enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a solid 6 out of 10. It's not as good as any of the Cars movies in my opinion, but because a lot of the characters aren't memorable. Sure, the characters are memorable, but the characters' names aren't. You know, that's the make or break of your movie. If your characters are memorable, but your character names aren't, you need to work on something there. Like, the only characters' names I remember Dusty, the main character, and Skipper. I do not remember the other side characters' names. That at all. At all. Like, even the friends, like, but when you go out of Cars, you remember half the fucking characters' names. You remember Lightning McQueen, you remember fucking, Chick, you remember Mater, you remember, Mac, you remember Sally, you remember Tex, you remember Sarge, you remember Doug Hudson, like, all these characters, just after watching one movie. And that's what's something special, like, oh, that's why, I think, why some of these superhero movies are as appealing, because you go in knowing who the character is. Like, and it's not really a thing when you go into brand new movies. Like, go into Life of Pi, you knew nothing. It's quite daunting seeing a movie in cinemas that apparently is good, but you know nothing about it. You don't know characters' names, you don't know actors in it. I don't know. It's very fascinating. That idea of going into a movie not knowing anything. Like, I really want to watch Cocaine Bear, but I don't know if I'm going to watch it in theaters. I wanted to watch it last week on Wednesday, but I never did. Yeah. That's it. That's planes. Anyways, let me fucking play the game, bro. Let me play the game. Got an error to play. I think I'm getting an ear infection, and if I am, fuck. Whoops, wrong thing. But it's fine. I mean, it's, you know, it will only get bad if, like, it makes me like have vertigo. I remember having vertigo. Like, some people thought I was lying about it, but I remember having vertigo in 2020. I really don't know how or why, but one day, legitimately one day, it was during lockdown, so I was at home in bed, and the cool thing about that is that you can have 2 hours of classes before even going out of bed, and that's what happened here and there. Like, I remember I was in media, I think a double period of media or whatever, and I remember, like, not being at, like, I remember I got up to grab my Mac to log in, and I couldn't do anything. Like, media's the only class I really pay attention to, because I like film, I like making things, and it kind of, like, it was a weird sensation. Like, it's almost like being drunk and hungover at the same time. Like, it's a weird feeling. And I remember, like, I think I didn't even eat breakfast until, like, 2 that day, because I was still in bed in my classes, because I remember trying to be awake or trying to be, like, attentive in media. But then, I think after recess I was in history, and or maybe it was into or the period after that, period 4, which goes into lunch. I think I was in that and fell asleep. Then I woke up with just me, the teacher, and another classmate in the class, and they were talking. I was like, oh fuck. So I immediately exited it, because it was maybe like 1:35 or something. Because I like history and here and there, but I never really liked the class aspect of it. Like, sure, teaching history is fine and all, and teaching people about these old figures in history, but making, like, students forced to remember specific names and dates and like, what's your historian view of these events? Like, I don't fucking know, you just told me, why can't I write that? Like, why is there an English element to humanities? But I've never been good at geography either. And I think the only reason why I picked history was because a mate of mine was doing it. And what's cool was that, because his history was accelerated back in year 10. And what the cool thing about it is like, not only is like you can have an accelerated subject, but you have to choose a whether it be a geography or a history. So he just picked a history, and that perfectly lined up with what his other class was doing. So technically, like, he could have 3 periods of the day just being history in the same room. Because I remember like having history in the morning in year 10 class. Then I remember getting up or whatever, but then at the end of the class, the teacher, Miss Talbot, she was like, "Oh, Alex doesn't need to move or whatever." And it turns out they had the year 11 history right afterwards, so he just sat there for 2 hours in 2 separate classes, but the same class at the same time. But the weird thing was that the year 10 class is a introductory thing for the year 11 class, so basically he knew everything in the year 10 class. And he was the one of 2 people that accelerated history. And looking back, honestly, I should have accelerated history with him. Because history was one of my blunders of a subject because of the teacher. And the reason why I kind of chose it was because I wanted to have the teacher. But then I found out we weren't going to have the teacher. So for 2 separate years, I had the same teacher. Which was a year 9 teacher that I had. Which I never really liked. Because, I mean, he was cool to chat to and blah blah blah, but I think it was also in my house. Yeah, I honestly think if I had Talbot, I would have done better in history. I mean, like, in year 10, didn't really do that well, but... And I think that the reason why I chose it because he did it. And you needed to have 6 subjects. And one of them was you were guaranteed to drop. Guaranteed. You know, and that one for me was legal. Like, throughout an entire year, that was a subject where I didn't pay attention to. Basically, half the tests I didn't study for. And, like, I think you need to know that if, like, a student's purposely flunking your class, think if they're doing it next year or not, you know? Because, sure, those marks are reflected in your grades and everything, but then again, if it's a 1 and 2 where you're not doing a 3-4, I don't know. But yeah, I just find it. Kind of really want to go back to that school just to dick around and whatever. I also had this idea of going back there and giving them a brand new guitar. What the matter? Probably need a vacuum in here, bro. So much hair. From me. Because your hair just falls out. And I think when you have shorter hair, that doesn't happen. And if it does, you can't find the hairs. It's a little bit disgusting, but... Bro, we're nearing the end of this fucking game. And we're already over a quarter done. And still believes that we've only done an hour. How is it measuring our time? Is it measuring our time in free play as opposed to the campaign? If that's the case, that makes more sense, but... Like, this is like virtually the only Lego game out of every Star Wars and Marvel and DC game that I would not replay. I would do Avengers again, do superheroes again, do all 4 DC games, even do Star Wars 3 and Skywalker Saga again, not this one, because I'm not having fun. I'm not really forcing myself to do it per se, but I want to.
Now that we've finished with
I
our
want to
detour,
have fun playing.
we should head back to Lumeria to get that Nexus fragment.
And let us remain on guard this time, lest we fall into another trap.
Not to worry. Now we have Hulk with us to plug up any tunnels we get flushed down.
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
Wasp, you're not Nick Fury or even Coulson. Why are you trying to be? Are you Janet or are you Hope? What's cool is that you can just dive in and fly out. I think this is the first Lego game you can just swim.
Remember, if you hear a flushing sound, swim away.
I will not be fooled a second time, Atuma.
Oh, water level. I don't know how boring this is gonna be. Or annoying, I should say.
I'll keep talking as long as there's someone left to listen. Still on the trail of the Nexus fragments. Haven't they found them all yet? Our heroes hope it's second time lucky getting into Lemuria. This time they're out for payback, and the Hulk is just the game changer they need. That green guy will wipe the grin off of Tuma's fishy face. Things are looking up for the heroes. But if they retrieve all the fragments and bring Nowhere to Chronopolis, what then? Will the head of a giant celestial actually be of use in a fight with a megalomaniac Kang? Iron Man thinks it will. What does that genius know? He seems to think allowing Spider-Man to stay part of the team is okay. Well, it ain't.
Stingray.
The good news is Stingray was in Lumeria when Kang took it.
The bad news is that Atuma's managed to supercharge a control pearl using a Nexus shard. So watch your backs.
Blast! Talk, you fool! Of all the times to get frozen in ice!
Stop right there, Atuma. We need that Nexus shard.
Give up control of my own personal Yeti! Never! And when he breaks free, you will know the reason why. Soon you will be free, my pet. And then no one will be able to stop us.
Okay, everyone, let's get that mine and stop Atuma before it's too late.
You know what's weird is that we can't, like, you can use, it's like I'm flying, but I'm not. Maybe this is why we can do this. We didn't really.
This unusual object baffles me.
How do I get myself in these crazy situations?
I know there is someone out there that knows every single character that appeared in this game, but I mean, even I knew the Inhumans, but I knew Black Bolt, I knew of Lockjaw, but it's weird, like, I mean, it was even cool in the first game having characters you didn't really know. I really don't like the color of Hulk's green. I mean, it's more akin to to build Bixby's Hulk, aka Luke Rigno. But I don't know why, just that tint of green on the Hulk just doesn't remind me of Hulk. Even his hair looks ugly. Maybe that green would work if the hair was black. I don't know. Like, the perfect green for me is the green that was in him on the
Don't
Avengers
feel like
one.
talking this out, huh?
I mean, and I understand it makes sense, yada yada yada, to change his design in 2 separate movies. I get that, but
All right, everyone. Here it comes.
Ah! What was that?
Yes! That should slow him down.
and I'm perfectly covered the hole. Oh no! How could that happen in the sea? Oh, there is a Yeti.
I am free! Free!
You were saying?
Guess that one backfired on us. Let's take him down.
It's weird to see Hulk like kind of fly. It's weird how we have ugly designs for Captain America, which is the light blue as opposed to dark blue, which I love the dark blue. The light blue doesn't go for me. The weird ugly design of Iron Man, this ugly design of Hulk. I'm like, why is the main Avengers not like the MCU, but every other character is? The only thing that's like MCU is Tony Stark, but then again, he's not doing anything in the
Airlock's
game.
open now. Let's get moving.
Oh, what the? I wanted starts! Bastard case.
I simply reappeared. Heimdall, was that you?
That should do it.
Good work, Doctor.
Is he gonna pump the water out? Does this mean we're gonna get play as Namor soon? I need you to be red. I need you to be pink. Hello there, ex-Baljang. Green. Green, pink, red. Okay, we're gonna suck the air out, or the water out. don't really understand how that science works, but it happens in a lot of movies where he just sucks the water out. Like how? We're in water. Where's the water going?
What? Hey! What's happening to me? Ha! No matter. Time for a little wake-up call.
You can't escape from the abominable Snow King.
That a fact, huh? Maybe you should be trying to escape from us.
Hulk smash! Hairy snowman!
You're not even a
This thing
Yeti.
isn't gonna let up. There's gotta be a way to
Why
distract
did I
him.
think he was a Wendigo for a second? Because Wendigo was the first issue with Hulk and Wolverine, well, not Wolverine at all, but yeah, Wendigo was in it.
I'll get you. Banana.
Ah! What's wrong with this thing? Attack, I say! Attack!
He wants a banana. The body. Fuck. Why did I just do a fucking Mr. Bean reference? Hello. Someone I recognize, I can't pronounce. What the fuck is that?
What? Let me out of here!
I mean, it's alright. I mean, like, the first level I really enjoyed. I like the storyline, but
Let's put a stop
just
to
the way
Attila's
it
evil
has
schemes.
been developed.
But he's outside. How are we
And
gonna
how
get
it's a
him from
mix
here?
between, like,
I'm sure a
MCU-based,
solution
like,
will
this is
present
Thor
itself.
Ragnarok's Thor. We just played a Sakaar Hulk, but then Captain America and Iron Man. And that Hulk isn't like the MCU shit, but then Guardians is MCU stuff, but then Wasp is Janet Van Dyne, and Ant-Man is Hank Pym. Wait, no, I think Ant-Man's Darren Cross because he was Yellow Jacket.
Hopefully I won't run into anything too stressful.
I don't know, like, it's not akin to the first Marvel game, like you think it would be, because it's meant to be a direct sequel, but it does not feel like it. And you can't, like, Free Roam isn't in New York. It's the mix of New York and Sakaar and the desert. It's cool, but boring. And the Iron Man mark you see is ugly design. Like one of the first levels you play has that. Hey, Bruce Banner. It's just disappointing.
Ah, don't see too many specimens like these.
And the voice actors. This was made in a strike, a work strike. So Fred Tatasciore, he voices like Hulk and Rhino and that. He didn't voice any characters in this game.
I am the master.
None of the characters you recognize from the old game were voiced by the same actors, and like usually in LEGO games and every other video game, you see Laura Bailey, Fred Tassilo, and Travis Villingham, and Nolan North, and all that. They're not in the game because of the strike. So I'm like, kind of hinders that, because you can tell some of these characters are voiced by bad voice actors. Gamora is one of them. And Rocket Raccoon, like, just, ugh. Even Tony Stark's voice actor sucks. And the only good one I think is Thor and Doctor Strange. I mean, some of the elements in the video game itself is pretty cool. It has the same like controllability, but then it's like the time travel element's pretty cool. The ability to use different Spider-Mans and you can have different like abilities here and there. It's pretty cool.
Sure
and
hope
all
there's a
that.
way out of here.
There is, but I don't
It
think
should have
all
been
of us are
what
going to like
Avengers
it.
was to like a Marvel, like the same, basically the same experience, but completely different, and you had new elements to it. But this game just doesn't have it, and it's a bit disappointing. Sure, it's not the worst like game I've ever played. Like that's like a movie 2 guaranteed, and even like a World to an extent was pretty annoying, but for an overall experience, this game takes it. It's unfortunate. And you barely play as like Iron Man and Co. And it's the same transformation sequence from Avengers, but it's not the same Hulk.
Hulk is the strongest one there is.
See, that voice doesn't really sound good. And you know why? Because it's not by Fred.
Hulk not understand.
Like, sure, it's a decent voice, but it doesn't feel like Hulk. I don't know if it's just a random, like, annoyance I have, but... Whoa. So we meant to bounce them? What the fuck? Oh, that's why. Okay, so I just stay as Hulk then. Hulk's immune to the damage of these things. A Duma!
Okay.
It's not a Duma!
No more tricks. Let's settle this once and for all.
I got an ad recently
no
on
way
a
out.
trailer for Kindergarten
Greater
Cop
Tuma,
2
give up.
that has
Never.
fucking Dolph Lundgren in it, like on a movie. Not recently, but I remember seeing it. So, Jesus Christ. I remember seeing Drew Good review that fucking movie.
You're making a big mistake trying to stop me!
What do I do?
You come to my domain and treat me this way! How dare you!
Where's Hulk not Hulk?
You come to my domain and treat me this way! How dare you! This is the
The turret doesn't summon none of that. Go turn up. Oh no, your face. I died. It's not he died. Come on, get this up.
I've conquered the ocean! You think I'm scared of you? Time has shown me the glorious future. The year 3000 comes. Not much has changed, but I'm told everyone now lives on the You come to my domain and treat me this way. How dare you? You're making a big mistake.
Ow.
Maybe history, but I'll find
Well, it
another to
starts.
do my bidding.
I was so close.
Maybe your big green friend there. Hulk smash! Tora! No! My bell!
Oh, that's gotta sting.
Hey, that's my line.
I don't know why, but every time I see Captain Marvel's headpiece, it doesn't make sense. A full set of hair, a fully faced cover mask, but her entire mouth is free. Only that, but her chin's covered. Like, that doesn't really make sense. Thor's makes sense, Captain America's makes sense, but I don't know why. Just Captain Marvel's doesn't. I don't know why. I really don't know. It's fascinating. And maybe it's because I think Captain Marvel doesn't need a helmet thing. Hey, we're in the desert.
Evening, Clive.
Shiro?
Any sign of Pharaoh?
Nah, but you know what? I've had it up to ear, Cyril.
Why are they British?
Well, he's a bit obsessive, isn't he?
How's that then?
He'll be off getting some big idea or other, and then he'll saunter back And who do you think has got to carry out his grandiose plan?
Us?
Us! Exactly, Cyril! Remember that pyramid scheme he got us into? What a shambles! Pyramids everywhere! And did we get a cent?
I'm beginning to regret this unpaid internship, Clive.
Ah, me too, Cyril. Hang about. When did we get a new Sphinx? Hold the phone. Who are you?
That might be Loki.
The Nexus fragment! Finally! I'll open a portal as close as I can to the next piece.
Quick, everyone, there's no time to lose. Stingray, can you get this back to Wasp and the others? Captain.
That's not yes or no, he just says captain.
Good work, guys. I guess we're taking the long way. One fragment down, one to go. Here's hoping things go a little smoother in Egypt.
Indeed. It still vexes me to have fallen foul of Atuma's trap. I shall not be fooled so easily again.
Well, I wonder.
Goons, bad guys, villains, crooks, enemies. Whatever you want to call them, go take them down.
There's a trade for it, but I don't want to do it right now. How is our energy blast faster than us? I understand it's meant to be light, but light means it seems.
Nobody told me a monorail system was going to appear overnight.
What I want to know is, can we jump all of them one by one? Yes, bro. I'm recreating that one scene from Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, which I thought was Rise of the Fallen for so many years. Even though I hate this character. I like Carol Danvers, but I don't like Carol Danvers Captain Marvel. I like Carol Danvers Miss Marvel.
Help us!
Oh no, Hortus. Hey, what the fuck?
Boy,
Hey,
I could use a superhero right now.
Fuck me, you are legit being sucked up by aliens. Whoa. Whoa.
This isn't the kind of thing I normally deal with. Anyone else want to try? Hello?
Bro, it's like...
He is the chosen one.
Bro, it's like fucking Toy Story 2. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, this is making me dizzy. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Hold on.
That's funny.
Don't let go.
Stanley, you have powers. You can turn into a Hulk, some Hulkbuster. Oh,
Greetings, travelers. You carry yourselves with great purpose. Tell me, what brings you to these lands?
We're looking for a very important crystal-type object and believe it could be here. Have you come across anything like that?
I believe you are referring to the Nexus fragment. However, if tales of its power are to be believed, I can only entrust it to those who prove themselves worthy.
I see. And how do we go about doing that?
By completing 2, no, let's say 3 trials. If you can meet the challenge of each trial, I shall grant you the Nexus fragment.
All right, if that's the only way.
I wonder.
Wonderful. Let
If
me
we
know when
full
you
as
are ready to
Thor, would
begin.
that have happened with Captain Marvel or not?
Are you ready for your first trial?
Who knows?
The first trial will be a test of speed. To complete this trial, you must pass through all the gates quick enough to earn a gold medal.
Okay, so a race.
However, you may only use a particular type of vessel to complete this trial.
This fucking
no
camel.
flying allowed. Are you
Oh.
up to the task?
Am I?
Excellent! You'll find a starting gate over there. Remember, only a gold standard performance will be set. How do you like my choice of steed? If you can master controlling that, you'll be well on your way to clearing the trials.
Bro, it's a camel. How hard it could be.
Do we really have time for this?
Come on, it might be fun.
Oh, what have I got myself into?
Hey, is that Spider-Man India?
Sure, it's not ideal, but if it gets us the fragment, let's just swallow our pride and jump through this guy's hoops.
Wait, does that mean we have basically every version of Spider-Man imagined in this game? We just need symbiote Spider-Man and we'll be done. We got Noir. We just need Spider-Ham. Did it.
A tremendous display of speed. Well done. That concludes the first trial. I shall let you catch your breath before commencing with the second. In the meantime, please take this as a reward for your achievement thus far.
Is it a character unlock or a gold brick?
Wait, that's more like it.
It's weird how we have to do these free roam elements for the story. I've seen it in Skywalker Saga, but it kind of worked there. But it doesn't really work here.
Are you ready for the second trial? Your second trial will be a test of strength. The Nexus fragment is a source of great power. Only those with the might to control it may be trusted with it. Also, I really do love a good bit of gladiatorial battling. Test your mettle against the foes I summon forth and prove your worth. Then let the battle begin. Just remember, the great nation of ancient Egypt accepts no responsibility for any injuries sustained during the trial.
Now this is the sort of trial I can get on board with.
If our might is in question, I would gladly demonstrate it.
I like your gusto.
Well, I'm glad he's enjoying himself.
If the final trial is this simple, the Nexus fragment shall be ours before you can say, I liked you better with long hair.
Excellent.
I think I do
Admirable
though.
display of strength.
Thor looks amazing on there.
You have cleared the second of my trials. Though do not rest on your laurels, for the third and final trial still remains. The final trial awaits you inside the tomb. When you have bolstered yourself, enter and prove yourself worthy of the Nexus fragment.
Nearly there. Just one more trial and the Nexus fragment is in the bag.
Ha! Perhaps this final trial will pose more of a challenge.
Why are they British? Does it mean like that Britain like colonized every land? Is that meant to be a jab at that? I don't fucking know. All I know is that I'm playing a Lego game and it's kind of fun.
Matters, as it may be the only news left in Manhattan. Kang! I have it on good authority that Thor has taken the hunt for Nexus fragments to the ancient Egyptian area of Chronopolis. The pharaoh there has no love for Kang, it seems, and is allowing our heroes access to the tomb and the fragment inside. For those of you who have been living under a rock in the Old West, these fragments of the Nexus, when combined, will be able to help in the battle against Kang. This pharaoh fella seems like a stand-up guy. I'm a very good judge of character, and I think the heroes will have no trouble completing their mission.
You guys too?
What?
I'm afraid you have wandered into the same trap as us.
I, Horus, entered the pyramid to investigate a violation of its tomb. But I can get no further.
Nice hat.
There's no way down to the lower levels.
Hulk not get up. Hulk get us lower levels.
Everyone okay?
In here, Captain.
I live.
Roger that.
We'll have to find our ways separately. Let's find that shard.
Thank you for your assistance, Avengers. Perhaps with your help, it might be possible to escape from this cursed tomb.
Hey, don't worry about it. Do we know each other?
This is Horus. He's kind of a big deal in the reality he's from.
The doctor told me of your fight against Kang. I am more than willing to help.
Glad to have you on the team, Horace. This looks like my specialty.
Reminds me a lot, and I mean a lot of the Mummy movies. It's set in Egypt. Yeah, sure. But it's weird how the new Mummy movie, well, the new one, it's now relatively old, but the remake is nothing like the OG one. They go in Egypt for like 1 second, then they're in America for the majority of the fucking movie. Like, come on, sure it's cool having a mummy thing in a city somewhere, but we got that Mummy 2. And even a Mummy 3, which I enjoyed. Wait, Thor can go on these? How? How the fuck can he go through here?
How do I get myself in these crazy situations?
I don't know, Stan. Ask yourself that. I'm sorry. This is the final cameo of the game. Oh yeah, Doctor Strange coming in.
Get me out of here!
I can't fly, that's right. Oh, he can't do it in this game. Huh. You can do it in the other 2 games. Horse fly? Yes, he can. For a second, I thought we had the exact same abilities as Thor.
Those symbols on the wall. Think they could be our way out of here?
Yes, I believe so.
My magic is limited in this place, but I believe I may be able to assist.
wall? We're still trapped?
Perhaps not. This wall is different. I believe my magic will work here.
Nice going, Doc. Let's move. Now where do we go?
Carol? Is that you?
Steve! We can't go any further! You guys see a switch or something on your side?
Maybe. Hold on a second. Seems someone's been here before. And wanted to leave in a hurry.
Hulk not like this place.
I'm with you, big guy. Let's look around.
Hulk not know how to use.
Huh. This should help us dig up some clues.
Go.
Whoa! That was a little louder than I was expecting. Must be the echo in here. It's gonna take more than that to keep me down. Careful! Watch your step.
Hulk smash bad guys!
I feel like I gotta do something with my ammo. It's gonna make the water rise.
Uh-oh. Looks like we got company, Hulk.
Hulk can use.
Hang on. Do different characters have different healths in this game? Okay, it wasn't Streamlabs, it was Game Center.
Did that do anything?
Yeah, it did, thanks.
That did it. Looks like the things you guys do on your side affects us.
I believe you are correct, but be careful. There are traps everywhere.
You don't say.
Well, he's fucking stuck to Stephen Strange. I can't do it.
Look out for that quicksand, Dr. Banner.
Doctor?
Oh, Hulk. I meant Hulk.
Whoops.
Hulk, not understand.
Oh!
Thanks for the help, guys.
Do not mention it.
Like shiny things.
Hey, give me a hand, will ya? Boy, I could use a superhero right now. Hey, give me a hand, will ya?
What happened to Hulk?
Get me out of here!
Hey, good to see you guys again.
You too. Now let's get out of here.
Bond said that.
Well done. Very well done indeed. Now for the final test.
Final?
But
When this shard is removed, the change in energy will awaken its cadaverous occupant, who after eons of captivity will exact vengeance on the first poor soul he sees. And my dear companions, I have no intention of it being me.
Loki, thou shalt pay for this.
On the contrary, dear brother, it is you who will pay for me.
Hulk, stop!
Don't struggle, that's quicksand.
I've got You guys deal with that.
The living mummy rises.
Well, someone's cranky. After sleeping for so long, I would have thought he'd be well rested.
Trust me, it's not as much fun as it sounds.
The thing is, you wouldn't
Now,
know.
you will taste my power.
What is he doing with that orb?
It's protecting him. We won't be able to attack while it's charged.
Taste of your own medicine.
Medicine? This fellow is of ill health? That would explain the bandages.
This might be our chance. Get ready.
No! No! You are not welcome here!
You'd hope the first words he'd utter would be more pleasant.
Look out, my friends!
What's this? Mayhaps an ancient relic of great importance.
What? You fools! I am
And this is how you treat me?
He's starting to return to his former self.
Then we may be able to reason with him?
I don't think so, especially if he destroys us first.
This unusual object baffles me.
Oh, fucking Scorpion.
Sure, I can put this to good use.
Night-night, mummy.
Hulk! No! Quickly, everyone! Through here!
But how?
Hulk smash.
Now, Deceiver, you will put right all that you have defiled.
You insolent fools! This is not the last you've seen of Loki.
I'm moving! I'm moving! Ow! Stop hitting me!
Loki that isn't green, it's weird. He's green and yellow, not blue and yellow. But there's any spot in a bit. $2 million! Woohoo! I'm like harvesting that shit.
Finally, I have found opponents worthy of Kang, my retaliatory strike.
Oh, Kang, Kangest of Kangs. May a negotiated, peaceful settlement still be possible?
I am Kang the Conqueror! Conquering is what I do, and I intend to do it!
Cosmo has assembled manifest for avenging God.
Sorry, Cosmo. You're breaking up. That's odd.
Interesting reading. It looks like there's huge EMP potential on board.
EMP? Electromagnetic pulse. Set that baby off, we bring down the Citadel shields.
And Cosmo finally get to meet the pretty lady.
We've conducted analysis on the Nexus shards.
We can amalgamate the fragments, but nowhere will end up creating a massive energy footprint and wipe out the mansion.
The answer's simple. We create a channeling device to raise the footprint high above the mansion.
And we'll need Strange's help to create the portal to allow Nowhere through.
Sounds like we need to prep up.
What could possibly go wrong?
So, Hank, we all good to go for our new science project?
Yep, I've taken everything up to the roof. Well, with a little help from the Hulk. Now, we just need to put it all together.
Be careful up there, you two. The last thing we need is someone falling off the roof and ending up in a cast again.
Science to the rescue. Time to think big.
Oh, there's only one more other mark we can unlock. That's just disappointing. Just look how ugly he is. Iron Man is so fucking. That design sucks. Why couldn't he be more similar to this? Or even fucking similar to the DLC.
Boy, that room off to the side sure looks interesting. Wonder what's inside.
Play school.
Welcome to the Battletorium. Working title.
What happens here?
I've set the stage. All we need now are the combatants.
Alright, I'll do a little. But I need to get off now. We played 2 levels. That Egyptian level's pretty cool. I knew it was Loki at the beginning. Probably one of the best levels in the game. I mean, it's like one of those levels where like it forces you to have like 2 different like people playing, doing it at the same time. So the level would have been done quicker if there was 2 people, but and again, half the levels in Lego games are designed to have 2 people in mind. Hey, I got a gold trophy. For doing what? Is it one of the campaign levels? Is it gold on? Oh, Tornado. I've never seen a campaign mission have a gold trophy in it besides the final level before. How was the final level in this game a bronze? However, 2 just in the middle, or 3 in the middle just have gold. That doesn't make sense. The last 3 levels, 2 of them are gold, 1 of them is silver. That doesn't make sense. Conqueror meaning. Conqueror meaning. Anyways, my Kang of Kangs. Hey, Graham's online. The fuck? My brother is online. He's playing Aladdin Rang. Got that for him on Christmas. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to do Demon Souls first, because that's the first game of the franchise. Like, I want to play them. I do, because apparently, like, it's a very niche audience, and because so, it's 4.2. And Elden Ring is very rare. With, like, because the weird thing about it, look at the first couple of trophies. 50% of players got them. However, within those 50%, a majority of them got everything done. That's why it's a more common platinum than, like, let's say Spider-Man or a Lego game, because those who can play the games can play the games, you know? Like, you would look at that and think, oh, it's an easy game. No, it's just because those who have completed it, complete it. It kind of fascinates me. It's not that it's an easy game, no. If you can get into it and do well in the game, you can do it. And that's what I'm going to try to do. Which I don't think I'll be able to do, but... Oh, hang on, check. Yeah, the subscription though. PS Plus. See if we have the games yet. It's the 7th now. Yeah, I think in the next couple of days we'll get it. But I wanna quickly do some things. I haven't done this before on stream per se, but so starters, I need to take you off, which is easy. This one is the annoying one. So now this strap is gonna be on the artist over there, but this strap, which looks pretty snazzy, not gonna lie. Can't believe that worked. Bit through plastic. I've never done that before, but I did it. Okay, so chuck you in the bin, but let's try this. Let's try this shit. It's always hard putting it on for the first time, but once it's on, you never really take it off unless you're changing guitars, you know? Like, cause when you go to see live gigs and shit, every single guitar you see that they bring out has its own strap, you know? Sure, there are, like, Rob Trujillo. It's weird because when you watch Some Kind of Monster, the doco, whoa, he comes in without any equipment, but then he comes into the bass storage and be like, do you have any 5-string basses? And it's weird to think about because this is not just Jason's collection or Cliff's collection. Maybe some of them are Cliff's because, you know, he died, but it's like they just have basses for him. Like, sure, some of the majority of the basses he used now are his and his own, but it's just funny to think about. Yeah, and cool to think about. Why is this one softer and this one hard? But I got one done. I wanna go. This is gonna be the strap for this guitar. Yeah, I don't know if I said it on the stream, but I thought about saying it, but I have this dream that I would give my guitar teacher or even just the music department a guitar, whether it be a brand new, like an artist thing or because they're cheap, or an exterior, you know, then what also sign it, you know, and have like my name on it as well as Class of 2020 at the back. I don't know, like I would do it, but I don't know. Like, it depends on like what gear, because guitars are expensive. This was $1.5 grand just to get, but then I gotta realize that the whole today, just do it like 4 more times, and we have the same amount of money. Oh, come on, bro. So annoying. does my body know my joint's about to crack? Every single time. I don't know. The other one was hard and this one was annoying. Come on, bastard. And the annoying thing about this is it's not easy to come off as well. It's not easy to go on, it's not easy to come off. Oh, fuck. But I could do it, but I couldn't. It's actually hurting my fucking palms doing like that. Ah, there we go. I did it. I did it. So now, lo and behold, does it work? Bro, it's so low. Like, so low. I don't know how James Hetfield can play guitar this low. Like, this is like so low. Like, this is like at just below my dick. Sure, the strap is going to take away a lot. I was thinking about that, but then again, who cares? Alright, so we need to tighten it. And I'll play through, some of the songs. I've been to Hastings and I've been to Brighton. I've been to Eastbourne too. Shit. 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 That's well. It could. Yeah. Lower. A wee bit lower. And I think we are good. Oh, fuck. That hurt. So yeah, I now have a strap. It's at the optimum height for me. The only annoying thing is that it looks like it's going to fall off eventually. So I'll probably have to get a different strap for this guitar. But let me play through the first two songs of the set. I need to tune it first there. I haven't played standing up in here in a long time. Technically, I could actually legitimately do day streams in here Like, legitimately having a camera there, but then one up higher, and just stream like this. I could just stream this guitar. It's the perfect angle as well, you know? Temptation. 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 Forgot this riff. Hey, that's... Damn, that's the same riff in the fucking Fight Fire with Fire. Alright, let's play some songs. I don't know if it's gonna overpower me or not. Get some mother never rubber duh. Evolution there. Never wanna there. Never. Fire. Begin with the dance of the dead. Blacking is the end to begin with the dance of the dead. It's no rough, turning any rough. Getting with the feeling, cause I'm not agreeing. Task for the chill, nothing left to kill. Never seen before, thinking never more. Never. Fire, to begin with the dance of the dead. Fucking is the end to begin with the dance of the dead. Colorado Blacken. Blacken. Compromise, expectation, violation, mutilation, monetize. Stop the terror, let's do the true death of life. Consolation, human race. Expectation, violation, population, nature ways. See another, what's to the, see another die. disappear. Take your breath away. Millions of years. Things disappear. Try to be there. Evidence we made. All of it is gone. Never was the sun. Never. To begin with bring dance of the dead. Fucking to begin with bring dance of the dead. Fire is the outcome of hypocrisy. Darkest coded say in the exit of humanity. Colorado blacken, blacken. You think fucking what? I've been to Hastings and I've been to Brighton. I've been to Eastbourne too. So what? So what? I've been to Hastings. I've been there. I've been every fucking where. So what? So what? So what? So what? You boring little cunt. Who cares? Who do? Yo cares? Who cares about yo? Fuck the queen. I fuck. I've even sucked in the man's cock. So what? So what? And I fuck the chick. I fucked the goat. I ran my cock right down its throat. So what? So what? So what? So what? You born in a fuck? Who cares? Who cares what you do? Who cares? Who cares about you? Yo. And I drunk this. I threw it up on a pile of piss. So what? So what? I've had spank, I've had speed, I've jacked up until I bleed. So what? So what? So what? So what? You born little cunt. Who cares? Who cares what you do? Who cares? Who cares about you? Yo. I've had life, I've had the club and done it nice. So what? So what? I fuck this, I fuck that. I've even fucked the schoolgirl's sweat. So what? So what? So what? So what? You born little punk. Who cares? Who cares what you do? Who cares? Who cares about you? Yo. So fucking what? Yeah. I didn't think I was gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it. Damn. God, doing... It's so weird. Maybe it should be shorter. Oh, man. It's okay. Fuck. Damn. 7 string shit, bro. These strings haven't been changed in a long time. They're still actually decent. No, they're not rusted at all. But I'm gonna restring them anyway. I've been sparking to the line, take the molded show, then fire. Fuck. Damn, is it because I made it a bit fucking lower? I wonder. Because that doesn't feel good. That feels too high. You know, we got this in Guitar Center in the US of A. Feels better. I am not from anything and trying to figure in this way. Feel life. I've been fucking to the light. Take the motor shows and fire. Father Frost in your life. It's like a part of public scene. Hope there in my heart, my soul's on fire. I put my lips open now, take my heart upon the ground. Give me the blood, take me in. So heavy to the trust, I feel it's wrong. I must breathe it through the sky. Trying to bury up, never so cold in my skin. To my old and death, celebrating with haze, Decibel drop, make me feel so bad. You turn your scapegoat into the lion, it's out there. Daily, it's out there. I feel this way. And my inside, it's so hard to trust. I feel this way. Make you mad. I must breathe through this song. I feel this way. Sometimes I feel this way. Make you mad. I must breathe through this song. Fuck, I can't do it at this angle. If I could do it at this angle. So I need a chair to put my leg on, or something like some stool. Okay, so that's an idea. Keep practicing that solo, but standing up using my foot and my leg. Anyway, so now let's do Prometheus, and I'll do later Earth and I'll off. Be fun. No. Can't do no screams though. The was barely tried, and the king of ruling time comes with a simple in his head to be about. Something to be out to about. Dream the fire out. Dreams all the world you go. Something to the home. On me, I am not to be down to breathe on. I don't know what this is, a disaster, how to see what has been made. The prisoners rotting in the cells, children on this godless death, digesting in the zitted blood. The devoured your power. If I'm dead to pay out to the bow, feeling the fire is dead now. Fingers overthrow the brow, so to behold. Take a breath out of me, I am just begun to breathe on. I don't know what this is, a disaster, how this is what has. Even now, take the breath out of me, I have just begun to breathe on. This is a disaster, now we see what has. Even now. To breathe on. I don't know what this is, a disaster, hardly see what I have. Even now, take the teeth out of me. I'm just begun to breathe on. I don't know what this is, a disaster, hardly see what I have. Even now. Oh, fuck me. Got one more song to play, then I'll buff. Breathe on my own. Because I know all the lyrics, it's just how to put them down. Trust this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 39th floor. The best thing of having straps on every single guitar that you have in a set is that you don't need to worry about doing this. You get play. Say once a night, then you're okay. Oh, sweet girls. Nah. Three. Four. white are all I see in my infancy. Red and yellow then came to be, reaching out to me, lets me see. As we look so above and beyond and again, trying out how many lines of reason. Push the envelope, watch it bend. From the mark, intuition missing opportunities that I have. Feel my moment outside the line. Black then white are all I see in my infancy. Red and yellow then came to be, reaching out to me. Let me see. There is so much more and beckons me to look through to these infinite possibilities. As we look so above and beyond, I imagine drawing outside the lines of reason. Push the envelope, watch it bend. Overthinking it over and alive. Cigarettes are butted from the mouth. Opportunities they hide. feet upon the ground. I lose myself between the cells and open way to sucking in. I move across my skin. Reaching out, I'm reaching out, I'm reaching for the random or whatever will be will to me. Whatever will to me. I'm following, I will, and when we make us go where no one's been, and spiral to the end will make us go. No one's been, spiral, keep going, spiral, keep going, spiral, keep going, spiral, keep. keep going. And when will make us go? And no one's better. Ride on, ride the spiral to the end. Spiral out, keep going. Spiral out, keep going. Spiral out, keep going. Spiral out. I'm gonna buff now. It's 120, bro. I played. I thought I was just gonna do Blackened and So What, but then I moved on to do the Shogun song, then to the latter house. But that was fun. Bye now.